Need some coins to make those new beastly pickups? Head on over to GoBuyMMO.com and use code Zirk for a 5% discount on your order. Get those coins, get those players.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What is going on, guys? It is Zirksee today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to tell you guys which one of these Super Bowl players I think that you should go with for your free NAT Super Bowl Legend. Now, if you guys don't know, you can actually get yourself a free Super Bowl Legend, so I'm going to have to back out of this and come back and filter through it. But if you guys go ahead and you complete this objective list, complete the first challenge in the history of the Super Bowl sequence, purchase one Super Bowl to collect, or 50, I'm not really sure what Super Bowl run, to be honest with you, but just purchase the Super Bowl collectible, complete the Super Bowl quick sell set, complete the Super Bowl low elite set, and you have to play 2 daily solo challenges, because the only reason why no one has this done today is because you can't do it until tomorrow, but tomorrow is going to be the same day you're seeing this video. So flashback. Play any game with a Super Bowl player in your lineup and complete the Cowboys vs. Steelers in the history of the Super Bowl sequence, as well as complete the history of the Super Bowl sequence solo challenges. And then once you do that, you get these 85 overall legends, and what you have to do is throw them all into your lineup, and once you have all 10 of them, you can go ahead, like DeMarcus Ware, Ted Hendricks, all these guys, you will get them all and you throw them into your lineup, and you'll be able to go ahead and play the second sequence of solo challenges, which is how you're going to be able to get yourself the free NAT player, because of course it is the final solo challenge in this sequence. So back to the Super Bowl players now. That is how you go ahead and unlock the solo challenges to be able to get these players, and I'm going to show you guys which ones I think you should go with. So if we take a look here, I did actually make a tweet on Twitter, of course, because that's what we do on Twitter, and someone asked me, could I make a video showing you guys which ones I think are the best, which ones I think are the worst, and I'm definitely going to do that for you guys now. Starting right off the bat, I really don't think this has to be said, Franco Harris, in my opinion, is the worst one. Now, if you run a sort of style of offense, I guess Franco Harris could be one of the better ones for you, but for most people, I'm pretty sure most people will run either gun, pistol, or single back. I really don't think a lot of people run, I form or strong, so I don't think Franco Harris really would get in the game that much. My fullback may play 4 snaps a game. That's literally about it, unless I sub him in at the tight end position to run block. But Franco Harris has 90 speed, 91 strength with 93 awareness, 84 run block, 87 catch, 94 carrying, 92 stiff arm, and a 92 truck. But if you guys run a sort of offense where your fullback actually kind of takes snaps at your running back, 90 speed with an acceleration of a 94, which is not the worst. He also does have pretty good carry, pretty good catching. And then we'll take a look at his trucking, which is a 92, stiff arm of a 92, spin of a 90, juke of an 85, and he also has a stamina 94. So you can play fullback and he can play running back for you, but honestly that's your guys' choice. If you don't run that sort of offense, I think Franco Harris is either the worst one. Another one I definitely suggest not doing would be Larry Little. Now, personally for me, of course, I'm not going to do it because I have this Zack Martin, but he's a pretty decent looking card. You compare him to Zack Martin, but obviously Zack Martin right away is the better card. The only thing that Larry Little beats him in is pass blocking and agility, and that's just by a little bit. And of course, Zack Martin has +2 on run blocking, +2 on strength. He also has the lead the way chemistry, and he also has the same chemistries in general. So, and they even say that Zack Martin is better, 2 more speed. He also has, 6 more acceleration. So in my opinion, Zack Martin is a better option, but a 95 overall right guard is probably not going to start for you the entire year. And if you guys want to go ahead and use your Super Bowl free player and use it on a right guard and offensive lineman of all people, then I guess go ahead. But in my opinion, I think Larry Little is one of the worst choices. Once again, Larry Little and Franco Harris, definitely not some people I would go ahead and choose. Now next up, we're going to go right in a row. We have Willie Lanier, I do believe that's how you say it, 88 speed. He has 94 awareness, 95 tackle, 94 play rec, 86 block shed, 93 pursuit, 89 zone, and 94 hit power. Now he also does have a catching of a 76, a tackle of a 95, a jumping of an 88, and an 89 zone isn't the worst, but he does have, what chemistry is that? Ream React, so he can actually get his zone coverage boosted to a 91 with his high hands chemistry. Now that would mean said, I do believe this card is actually not too bad of a choice, especially if you're a Chiefs fan, you want to go with this card. 88 speed is not the worst, but the reason why this card, and you'll notice that a lot of my picks that I'm going to be choosing for the best ones to choose are going to be depth positions. Even if you guys are in a 4-3 defense or a 3-4, Willie can play your backup middle linebacker for the rest of the year. I think that's pretty obvious, and we can take a look and see his block shift of 86, power move 72, finesse of 68, so he's not the best at getting after the pass, or getting after the quarterback, so he's not the best pass rushing middle linebacker, but if you're not going to user him, this is a pretty good looking card. I mean, 95 tackle, 94 play rec, 89 zone, get that boost up to 91 with the chemistries. It's definitely a pretty solid overall card, so depth positions is what I'm going to really stress in this video. So Willie Lanier, hopefully I'm saying his name right, but Willie isn't the worst choice, not the absolute best, because he doesn't have 91 zone, he doesn't have the amazing speed, but he's definitely good enough to play backup middle linebacker for you guys all year. Now this right here may end up being my choice. Rodney Harrison, his cards are amazing, and he also has unfakeable chemistry. Now if you guys run the same type of defense that I run, the reason I might be going with Rodney Harrison is because I run a defense called the dime formation, and in the dime formation, basically, your backup strong safety plays a middle linebacker role for you. So, worst case scenario, let's say I get a better strong safety sometime throughout the year, Rodney Harrison goes down to the backup strong safety, and he plays as my middle linebacker in the box. And with 91 speed, 95 excel, 93 play rec, 93 tackle, also has an 80 zone, 93 or 80 man, 93 zone, 95 pursuit, 94 hit power, and 83 strength, a 68 catching. He also has a jumping of an 83, and he has a block shed of an 86. That is definitely a pretty solid linebacker if you ask me, and a 95 stamina. So he can play strong safety for me, and then whenever I get a better strong safety, he can play middle linebacker. So I'm definitely kind of leaning toward Rodney Harrison. Now, if you don't run the dime formation, still, Rodney Harrison could probably play maybe, you know, nickel corner, dime corner for you. Whatever you guys want to do, put him at your 4th, 5th cornerback, maybe your back strong safety, free safety. You can definitely move him around quite a bit. So Rodney Harrison, in my opinion, is definitely one of the better choices. And this one right here, Willie Brown, is definitely a very solid choice because, again, even at the latest, you know, say it's September or August, because of course September is when new Madden will be out, late August. Even late in the year, June, July, a 95 overall cornerback, that's at least either your 3rd cornerback, unless you have a really stacked team, then he's probably going to be your 4th cornerback, and that's one hell of a 4th cornerback to have. 93 speed, 95 excel, he also has 91 agility, 93 man, 92 zone, 91 press, 94 play rec, 77 catching, and of course it's Willie Brown, so he's going to have some pretty dang good tackling and block shed, 84 tackle, 92 jumping, he also has a block shed of a 68, and a hit power of an 82 with tip drill chemistry. So Willie Brown is definitely one of the better guys to choose because, of course, he has the depth position, which is cornerback. So definitely one of my favorite choices. Another one is going to be DeMarcus Ware. This is not just because I'm a Cowboys fan, but honestly, this card is absolutely insane. Take a look at these stats: 87 speed, 92 strength, 95 tackle, 94 play rec, 95 block shed, 95 power move, also has jump to snap, 90 finesse move, 95 hit power. Take a look at his strength of a 92. He also has a catching of a 68, which is pretty good if you ask me. And he also has a zone coverage of an 80, which is pretty solid, and a stamina of a 94. So definitely DeMarcus Ware is one of the better cards. Not the absolute best, again, it's not a depth position. But you can, you know, move him around the defensive line. You can move him at right side linebacker, left side linebacker. 87 speed is sure enough to use her. I mean, if you really want to put him in like 3rd middle linebacker, if it comes down to it, towards the end of the year when you don't have anybody there, 91 excel with 87 speed, also 68 catch. That's good enough to be a user. He is 6'4" as well, and 95 block shed. That's one hell of a middle linebacker, and jump to snap. So DeMarcus Ware is really a great card. Now, for the moment, I think Ted Hendricks is an absolutely insane card, but later in the year, the speed only an 84, kind of will hurt. So 84 speed, 94 strength, 95 tackle, 94 play rate, 95 block shot, 94 power move, and a 94 hit power. Of course, this card is absolutely insane right now. And secure tackler is 6'7". This card is definitely nasty. 88 acceleration, a 68 catching, also a jumping of a 90. So Ted Hendricks, just one of the most glitchiest looking cards. He's pretty comparable, if you ask me, to DeMarcus Ware in terms of what they can do. Ted Hendricks may be a little bit better of a user card towards the later, towards the ending part of the year, because of course he's 6'7". Doesn't have as much speed as DeMarcus, but the 6'7" is definitely amazing on that card. Then this is another guy I'm thinking about going with, is going to be Paul Warfield compared to Dwight Clark. 95 speed, 94 catch, 93 looseness, 91 spec catch, 88 release, but he also has 95 route running and 95 catch, or 95 jumping with the 89 catch in traffic, also a 62 strength. He also has a run block of a 58, which isn't the absolute best, but pretty decent, and an impact block of 54. Now in my situation, all three of my wide receivers would be NAT. Dwight Clark is NAT for me because I did get him from Supernova on Twitter. Thank you for him. I'm sure you're probably watching this video. Deshaun Jackson as well is NAT, so you compare Paul Warfield to him. He's pretty solid. And then, of course, Kelvin Benjamin is not nowhere as good as Paul Warfield. So if I want to have three NAT wide receivers, I'd be starting all three of these guys probably all year. At least Paul, and then Deshaun would be maybe 4th receiver, and Dwight would be 5th. So if I did go with Paul, he would of course be my slot receiver for the rest of the year at worst case. And then Terrell Davis, 92 speed, 94 carry, 93 truck, 91 juke. Of course, this year running backs are kind of hard for me to upgrade from, because of course LaDainian Tomlinson should be getting another upgrade very soon, and then this LaDainian Tomlinson will be better than Terrell Davis. So if you have LT, don't go with TD. But of course, 93 trucking on Terrell Davis is pretty solid. 95 excel, 94 carry, definitely a very solid card. Not the best, I would say. I mean, it's a depth position, but of course, running backs. How often does your number 2 running back come in the game? Probably not very often. And the absolute worst one, I would say, besides the fullback, would probably be, even though I did actually release a gameplay with him yesterday, and he's a very solid overall card, but the fact that he's a quarterback, and of course we might even be getting more NAT cards like this in the future, and of course, we still have some more promos come out. There's going to be better quarterbacks. A 95 world quarterback probably won't be your starter for the rest of the year. Kurt Warner, probably the worst one to do besides the fullback. 92 throw power, 95 short, 95 medium, 92 deep. Of course, he's an amazing QB right now. If you're a Rams fan, go ahead and pick him up, but for anyone else, basically, he probably won't start a quarterback for the entirety of the year for you. So, in my opinion, quarterback is the worst choice. And besides that, maybe offensive lineman or Franco Harris. But of course, any depth positions, so middle linebacker, cornerback, wide receiver, even if you want to go Terrell Davis, I guess that's okay as well. But in my opinion, those are the best Super Bowl legends to go ahead with. Let me know down below who you guys think is the best Super Bowl legend to choose. In my opinion, I'm probably going to go with either Paul or for maybe Willie Brown. I'm honestly not too sure. Rodney Harrison as well does make a pretty good case to make it on my team. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. I will see you guys next time.